Hi and welcome. It's Ruth here, Artful Stampin. I'm back home at my craft desk. Yay! No wind and, bugs. Back home. But I have decided, in the vein of still feeling like I'm in holiday mode, I'm only going to craft using things that I packed to go on holiday, because I've literally just put my holiday craft bag in my room and just taken a few bits out, and thought it would be actually a really good exercise to show you what you can do with a limited amount of craft supplies. You don't need oodles and oodles and oodles. So I thought it would be nice just to do a bit more crafting with what I have here. So hello and welcome everybody. Hope you guys are well. I know that some of you have had a tough few days, so welcome in, and hopefully I'll be able to, provide a little bit of R&R, chill out time for you. And we'll get on and do a little bit of crafting. So I think I'm just going to do a one sheet wonder, guys, because it's just fun. So sometimes what's really fun to do is just to throw some colours together in a box and then kind of see where they land and go, oh, that might make a nice colour scheme. So I don't know, I'm looking at that set there. I didn't plan it, but those look good together. Okay, or those ones, or what have I got here? Let me throw these in, see what happens. Oh yeah, those could look good too. So sometimes when you're packing and you're not really thinking about where you're putting colours, it's good to take note of the colour scheme, because sometimes something surprising might happen. A colour scheme that you wouldn't necessarily naturally go for yourself might just occur, and just go with it, see what happens. Right, I'm going to get some blocks out. I've got my little box of blocks next to me. And we're just going to get stamping and see what happens. So I've also got my lovely little stencils here as well. Might make use of those in a second. And let's just do some happy stamping. So hello to everybody. Great to see you all. Now I am keen to have a go with, particularly with this stamp set, because I think this is a very good starter stamp. If you are new to stamping and you're not quite sure what to buy, what to do, then I really do think that there are some really good stamp sets in the catalogue that are very good as beginner stamp sets, and this is one of them because it has a bit of everything. And I was thinking that I want to create a few videos where I just exclusively use one stamp set at a time, just to show you how it can be done. So we'll make a start using this one and then see what happens. So let's get this screen filled a little bit more with the card so that you can see what I'm doing. And let's just stamp a little bit of happiness. Hi Christine, Vanessa, Glenna, Wendy, Karen, Cindy, Tilly, Deborah, Cindy, Kerry, Gina, Vicky, Liz, Steph. Hey Steph, long time no see. Anne-Marie, Melanie, hi. Great to see you all. This is a good time to invite your friends, so if you're new to my channel, or if you've just got friends that you haven't even told about the fun that we get up to on here, please do go and have a think about inviting a few friends on. Right, I think I'm going to do my X design, because I haven't done that for a little while, and I thought it might be fun to just do that. So I'm kind of aiming in an X shape down my piece of Whisper White. This is Whisper White cardstock, and I'm just putting some background texture down. And this is what I quite like about this stamp set, is that you do have this lovely background texture that's very nice. Shove that one in there, and then that one up in that corner there. All right, so very easy to get that down. Then we do have that lovely flower. So let's just have a look at these colours again. So I would tend to immediately, as soon as you want to get some texture down, go for your lighter colours to do that, because those are, you want that in the background. And now, do we go Magenta Madness or Gorgeous Grape for these flowers? What do you think, guys? You can vote on this one. MM or GG? Do we go MMGG? MMGG. Magenta Madness or Gorgeous Grape? You've got a few seconds to vote. Both, says Jenny. Well, I will use both. I just mean for the flowers. Just for the flowers. You've been having Ruth drawers again. Ooh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 42 then, that one. Yes, this and the feather make great patterns, they do. Right, so if you get a bit nervous about doing this, just start in the middle somewhere. Tuck that in there, like that. That one up there. Tuck that one up in there as well. Oh, that's sweet of you, Anne-Marie. Well, let's have some fun. I had a little listen video that I did while I was on holiday, because someone said, oh, listening to the fountain is so relaxing. And I had to re-listen to it and go, oh, yes, you're right. It is actually quite relaxing having water in the background. Maybe I should do that for every live. Oh, dear. Let's go. Oh, no, not pink. Let's go for some purple feathers. We're just, you know, winging this a little bit. I'm just going to miss that little bit of the end of the feather off by inking this on the end like that. And let's see how many feathers we can squeeze out of one inking. 4. That wasn't bad, was it? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. One there, 4. So Gorgeous Grape is quite a dark colour, so you can get quite a lot of inks out of this. There. Yes, you'll all be very relaxed. Although you're meant to be waking up, Vicky. It's morning with you, isn't it? I'm having fun with this one. Look at those feathers everywhere. This is such a beautifully detailed stamp. It is just gorgeous. Who has this one? Type Y if you had a rough night. Oh, so you need a little mid-morning snooze then, Vicky. Yes. Hi, Ali. Oh, Vanessa would love to have this set. Right, let's get some green in now. So, get some. Oh, now this is quite dark, but we're going to go for it and get quite a few inkings out of that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, I think. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be doing it in a cross shape, aren't I? Oops. That idea kind of went out the window. So Stampin' Up! Have got a signing up offer on at the moment. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. So if you're thinking that your wish list is huge and you'd like some extra little freebies at the moment, I mean, I think the signing up offer is good anyway, because you pay £99 and you basically get a third extra for free. You get £30 of product for free, and you get free postage, so it's actually more than a third you get for free. There's a little offer on at the moment where you get some of these cute little kits for you to share with your friends. So it's a great way to introduce some friends who perhaps are a little bit nervous about crafting. You can send them a kit, because that's what's going to come in your starter kit. And this offer is I think it's only on for a couple of weeks. So it's quite a cute idea. And if you've seen the new machine, Esther's been showcasing it. The new machine is actually just over £99. It's about 120, I think it is. So even if you just wanted to sign up and get some cheap and, well, get some free product and some cheaper product, because once you sign up you actually get a discount. It's a really good way to get some free product. Right, I think I quite like all this fronds, although I want to make this pink a little bit more, a bit stronger. Right, what have I got here? I have got this gorgeous grape. I've got crumb cake. I'm wondering if I can just sponge some colour onto it, just onto the flower itself, and how that would look. I'll just try it out and see. So if you get an idea and you don't want to ruin your piece of work that you're doing, then it's always worth just testing it out. Colour it with another stamp. I could do, but I'm trying to be a good girl and stick to these stamps just for this one, because I want to show people that how much you can achieve just using one ink pad. This ink pad feels weird. Sorry, I'm hesitating slightly. Oh well, let's see what happens. Or I could just do this. Or I could do it straight on the pink. Oh, silly me. I forgot. Okay, I'm going to just dab this very lightly in here because this is a very strong colour, isn't it? Okay, just put a bit of pink onto there. That's better. It's just helping to get rid of that very stark whiteness. I want these flowers to be coloured in. Deborah Mitchum. I would use a blender pen, but it wasn't in my going away capsule kit. So I'm trying to be not frugal, but I'm trying to show people that you can go away on holiday with a capsule kit and you can do lots with it. So that would be next time I pack to go away, I think I would add a blender pen in with that. So maybe what we need to try and do is come up with the ideal capsule kit to go away with. Christina Werner has done this on her channel. You may have heard me mention this lady. She's got an amazing YouTube channel. She's been going over 10 years. And one of the things that she's done this month, well, it's now September, she did it for August, was she packed herself like a cardboard box full of just certain items. And that's what she's used all month for her videos. And so I'm not planning to do that. I don't think I could cope. But I thought it would be good just to show you that, you know, you can pack just a small amount to go away on holiday, and you don't need, you know, you don't need everything, and you can still create some really lovely things. So, but yeah, I think a blender pen really would be quite a good idea. Right, so now I've got these little square ones here. And I think now, because the crumb cake, I did say that crumb cake was going to be in my choice here. Yes, just trying to corrupt my plan. Yes, Christina, she used to work for Stampin' Up. She designed stamp sets way back when. Yep, she did. That was one of her first jobs out of graphic design school, was working for Stampin' Up. Okay. My husband would say, we need a U-Haul just for your stamping stuff, but we went away for 3 weeks at a time, and I never planned anything. Well, sometimes it's good just to grab a few bits and, you know what, just go, I have to just use what I have. You know, that's, if I didn't bring it, I didn't bring it. You know, it's not the end of the world if you don't have something. There we go. That's just helped to kind of like balance it all out a bit, I think. And I think I will try and go back in here, and so I'm just going to try and wipe off the pink as much as possible. And then try and pick up some more of this brown. And then just add a little bit of extra texture around the place. This is very bright and happy, isn't it, this one? This will keep the purple and pink fans happy. Oh, I didn't realise that Catherine Pooler. I've heard the name. This has ended up almost being an all-over design, this. But anyway, having the structure in your head to start off with, having that cross, means that you've just got somewhere to start from. Because I know quite a few of you are scared off by the idea of starting a one-sheet wonder, and you don't know where to start. But I think breaking it down and saying, right, just think about creating a cross first, that helps you get going. And even though it might not end up looking like that, it doesn't matter. It's just enabled you to get going and get stamping and having a go. So I'm not going to apologise that it doesn't look like a cross anymore, but it's worked, you know, it's fine. Okay, so I think I need to bring in some pink somewhere else. So I'm wondering whether to bring in a little bit of this design. Yes, I think this is going to cut up nicely. Clean my brush off again. And I just feel like I need to, you know, at the moment my eyes are being drawn to these massive pink blobs here, and I just need to break that up a little bit by adding a bit of pink in other places. So I'm just going to add some little extra areas of pink. Not too much, just little blobs. Like that, just to draw your eye through the picture, not just at these massive blobs. There we go, that softens that up a bit. I know, no dots in this set. I know. Yes, the blank sheet can be quite intimidating. You're right, Deborah. But it doesn't take long to stop it being a blank sheet, does it? You know, even going in with your ink pad and just getting some colour down. You know, if you don't have a textured stamp, you know, you can scrumple up a piece of paper, just tap your paper in the ink pad and just get some marks down. Because I think once you just do it, it's done then, isn't it? And it doesn't feel so intimidating. There we go, I'm much happier with that now. You've got these little elements of pink poking through now. And I'm much happier with that. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. Start on another one. Go for a slightly different colour scheme. I've just read what Anne-Marie wrote about the rules of the groups of 3 and the 2. Yeah, you can have groups of 2 as well. As long as they're kind of offset, that's my rule. You can't have them sort of just immediately side by side. That would look weird. But when they're slightly offset, that's fine. It's like, you know, if you pick 2 roses and you hold them together, you know, they don't sit exactly side by side. They have to sit slightly offset, don't they? So they sit nicely. Well, that's how these work. Putting that lighter background is really helpful to get started. Yes, Deborah, it is. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to try and be another good girl and another good girl. A good girl again, and just use this stamp set, because I really do want people to realise that they don't have to buy lots and lots of stamp sets. You can do so much with just one. So, right, let's go for a slightly different colour scheme. I've just pulled that out and that looks really interesting. So, I'm wondering, what about go for Night of Navy Flowers. I think I'd do flowers along the bottom and the top and see what happens. Hi, Tisha. Yeah, back of the class for you. Okay, So let's get some pretty peacock in here now. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's quite a bit of stamping you can do with this. Okay, so that's the leaf in. So that's pretty peacock hues. So I've got, that's Night of Navy, then pretty peacock for the leaves. And then, should we go terracotta tile for the feather? This is Tasteful Touches, Christine Gordon. This one here, yep. And trying to be, I'm still in holiday mode, so I'm just unpacking my holiday craft bag. So I'm trying to just use things from that to show you how you don't need lots of products to make some fun cards or layouts or whatever you want to use this for. Oh, that one I didn't ink properly. That's better. So I'm just kind of having fun with grouping images together. Just having kind of clumps and just seeing what happens. I'm not saying I like it very much, I'm just having a go and seeing what happens when I do it. Because I'm not sure. This is terracotta tile. Stamped off though, it does go quite pale, which is quite fun. Yeah, it goes very pale. Okay. So this is Misty Moonlight now. And I'm thinking, what about putting some Misty Moonlight onto the Night of Navy flowers. So that'll darken those up a little bit. Sorry, I didn't realise my head was in there. Yes, I was liking it until I put terracotta tile on it too. Don't worry, I've got to keep going. Just keep going, keep stamping. See what happens. This might be a chopper-upper one. We'll make it work. The stenciling got to go on yet, so don't worry. Hi, Wendy. Right, okay, let's rescue this again now. So I've still got the Misty Moonlight here. That's better. Let's soften this terracotta tile out a little bit. Just have a look at that, see what it looks like. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, that's better. Right, now I've still got cherry cobbler that I haven't used yet. And I haven't used this one. And I haven't used that background. Actually, I wonder if a little bit of this stamped off and in some other little spots might help as well. Ah, there we go. That's better. It's getting there. Not quite there, but getting there. So this is cherry cobbler. Now this will be interesting to see what happens now. Hi, Dawn. Yes, I agree, Wendy M. The only thing is I'm trying to not use anything else but stamps from this stamp set. So this little cubist stamp, as I call it, is going to have to be our splatters. But I think it's working. It's sort of filling in gaps. It's unusual. It's an unusual design, but it's working. You know, there's balance coming to it, so. Yeah, no, that works for me. And then when it's cut up, you know, if you imagine this all cut up, that will look so much better. So have I used all the colours that I wanted? I have, I think. I have. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop there. Hi, Dawn from San Diego. Yay! You caught me live. Are you a new follower, Dawn? Sheena G. Hi, Sheena. Sheenie from South Africa. Welcome. Great to have you with us. You missed the notification. Ah, no. Are you following me on Facebook? If you follow me on Facebook, on Artful Stampin, on my page or on the group, you get basically 3 notifications. Or if you use WhatsApp, if you want to email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, you can, I can add you to my Artful Stampin notification group. So just email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. Okay, so let's go over this again. So these are the colours I used: Cherry Cobbler, Terracotta Tile, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, and Pretty Peacock. And I'm actually quite pleased with that. You know, you could cut this down and just use little pieces of it. You know, you could possibly get 2, 4, 6, 8. You could get 8 pieces out of this one. Yeah, you could cut that down in the middle and cut that, or get 6 sort of squares. So that's kind of fun. Liking it now, says Vicky. I know, I managed to disguise the terracotta a bit. And stamped off, it's such a beautiful colour. I mean, it's a lovely colour anyway, but stamped off, it just has a whole other quality. It's a lovely, oh, I don't know, like a dusky orange, but not quite an orange. It's like a pinky orange. It's lovely. Right, so let me just remind you what else we did. So we did that one, and that was with these colours here: Just Jade, Seaside Spray, Magenta Madness, Crumb Cake, and Gorgeous Grape. So what I have now left in my box are these, which I'm actually quite excited about using that combination. I don't think I've ever done that combination before, so we'll see. Hi, Rebecca Deary from Bradford. I've just started following since the demo day. Oh, when I did the... Do you mean when I did the demonstration for the Stampin' Up Facebook group? Right. Welcome, Rebecca. Yes, Liz is doing all the welcoming today. Thank you, Liz. Liz is my door lady. For those of you who come to my church, you'll understand what that means. Whenever, like, at church, when we were meeting in real life, we always had someone that's like assigned as the door person that was like the welcomer. So Liz is my welcomer today. So late again. Oh, Vanessa, what time is it? 6 o'clock. Is it 6 o'clock in the morning with you? Right, bear with. I've just remembered I've got to clean all these stamps off because I'm completely changing colour, aren't I? I can't really have contamination. So excuse the squeak. 7 AM. Ah, that's not too bad. Hi, Serene. Oh, well, you're here now. You can catch the replay. So if you're new to my channel and you're not subscribed and you want notifications of when I am live, you can press the subscribe button, but also when you hit the bell button, I think there should be like 3 options, like whether or not you want to be notified sometimes or notified every time I do a video. So do check to see whether or not you're supposed to get notifications every time or whether it's selected just for sometimes, because I think that does make quite a difference. So just check what setting you've got for me. Right, so here we've got cinnamon cider, coastal cabana, rococo rose. Ooh, yummy scrummy. Okay, let's have a think. Shall I do an all-over design, or shall I do one that radiates from the middle? What do you think, guys? What do you think? You use green for the flowers. Oh well, go with it. You know, you could be creating a whole new look. Kerry wants all over. Melanie wants middle. We'll wait for a few more votes to come in. So do you want me to do radiating from the middle or all over design? You have a green gladioli, so it could work. Absolutely, Christine. over the middle. Oh my word. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do another one. It's the holidays. I'll do 4 sheets today. Okay, I'll do an all over and then I'll do one for radiating from the middle. And maybe I'll start sneaking in some other stamps. So I do have on my desk Very Versailles, Forever Fern, and All Things Fabulous. So I think we're going to start sneaking in some other stamp sets now. Because, you know, I have done 2 just using 1, haven't I? I have done what I said I was going to do. So, yay, says Glenna. She's going to stay up late. So I'm using the Just Saying Hello. Oh gosh, I keep getting my head under there. As a texture. So remember, you can do this with your script stamps, your scripty looking pretty fonts. You don't have to just use them as a sentiment on its own. So what I'm now going to do is bring in Very Versailles. And I am using all the blocks that I packed. I did pack loads of blocks to go away with me. Hi, Reed. Hi, Lorraine. What do I do with my finished designs? I usually cut them up and make cards. And then sometimes they sit doing nothing for a little while. Sometimes I give a whole sheet to somebody, or I sell the sheets. I do all sorts of things really with them. How are you doing, Reet? How's your hubby? Oh, I had a lovely card from somebody. Oh, I can't remember the name on it now. I think it was from the Netherlands. I'll have to go and grab it. It's in the kitchen. But I got back from holiday to a lovely card from one of my followers on here. Right, just stick that one there. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going for it. I know, Vanessa, I read what you said. Vanessa lost a stamp set and she found it under the filing cabinet. I wonder if that's where I'll find some of mine. So, right, I've got Rococo Rose. I think Rose, the rose should be in Rose. I'm going to call this a rose for now. I know it's a kind of generic flower, but I think you can make it what you want it to be, really, can't you? Yes, I'm back home, Vanessa. But I'm still in kind of holiday mode. So, oh, should I do a group of 3? Because I know some of you like that. So I'm only using what I packed to go on holiday with. I'm not using anything else apart from a table and a chair and my shelf that I've attached my arm to. Because I actually took my arm with me as well. I thought, oh, it's lightweight, I'll take it with me, see if I'll use it. And then my son used it when he was playing D&D. And then I used it to do that little broadcast that I did. Hello, Helen Joy Creates. Ruth, you know where your other stamp sets are? Wiltshire. Yes, I know where those stamp sets are. Yeah. Although I don't think Esther's got many of mine at the moment. I think she's returned them to me. Okay, so that was Rococo Rose. Very pretty it is too. And now I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Bumblebee. He started working this week. Oh, good, Reed. That's good to hear. Thank you, Helen. I'm still in holiday mode, as I've been saying, and I'm just using the stamps and inks that I took away with us for the weekend, just to show people that they don't need to have lots of product to get good results. Oh, I'm liking that. Yeah, me too, Dawn. I'm loving these colours, and they happen by accident. I would not normally choose these colours to put together, but because that's just the way they were in the box, that's the ones I'm using. So sometimes fun to just let accidents or incidental things happen and then go, oh, I can use that. Hi, Sandy from PA. Hold on, PA. Pasadena. No. Oh, what state is that? PA. You're going to have to help me out, Sandy. Stuff didn't stay in the clearance rack long. No, there is a... Oh, I forgot to tell everybody the clearance rack. I'm terrible. There's a clearance rack. The clearance rack has been updated, everybody. Actually, no, I did share it on my Facebook this morning. I was a good girl. I did do that. Pennsylvania. There we go. Right, so this is Pear Pizzazz now. These are lovely, gentle colours to use together. Oh, Wendy weakened and finally got very Versailles. How did you survive without it this long, Wendy? Have you used it yet? Oh, Vanessa's not on Facebook. Vanessa, do check out the clearance rack. Actually, I've just thought, Vanessa, I need to add you to my customer WhatsApp group. And Liz, I should remember to message my customer WhatsApp group, because then you would have known about it. I'm sorry about that, guys. It happened, yeah, they announced it on Tuesday and I was still on holiday mode, so I'm just kind of like catching up with my business stuff. Janine, you're funny. Hi, Diane. Diane, I think your video is a little bit behind of what I'm actually stamping. Okay, so I'm left with cinnamon cider. So I think a little bit of texture now in cinnamon cider, but I'm going to stamp it off because it might be a little bit too dark. So I'm just going to see what it's like stamped off. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, do you like this design then, Helen? Is that you trying to, you know, drop hints? What's the gift for 20 years? I bet it's something boring, isn't it? Like tin. Thank you, Marilyn. Well, I am super happy how that's turned out. I'm really happy. China or platinum? Oh, yes, I remember now, not Esther, Helen, because when it was my 20th anniversary, my bridesmaid, Natasha, so Helen was one of my bridesmaids and Natasha was my other bridesmaid, and she bought us a couple of mugs with T and R on them and some plates. So when it was her anniversary, I bought mugs for all her family with their initials of their kids' names and stuff on it for her. So yes, right, I'll have to think China or she'll take platinum. Isn't platinum for like when you're married like 100 years or something? Seriously? 20 years? That can't be right. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dawn. Wow, 50 years, that's a milestone. Well, the way to look at it, if it was just before your 50th, you were actually married 50 years. You were, because remember, when you celebrate an anniversary, it's because you've already achieved it. Does that make sense? So like you celebrate when someone is 1 year old, they've been, you're celebrating the fact that they've reached being one, if that makes sense. So, does that kind of make sense? Oh, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it's quite nice to know that you had those years. Okay, some of that other colour is starting to come through when I brush that really hard. You could buy one of my own mugs for yeah, look, see, my sister is shameless at plugging herself. So if you follow her channel, so if you followed Helen Joy Creates, she's been doing some Zentangling and designs and things. And she's also set up a shop on, oh, what's it called, Helen? Oh, what's the name of that shop? Red something. Oh, red, yes, dating does count, Janine. Yes. Redbubble. That's it. Redbubble? Yeah, Redbubble. So you can buy my sister's designs on t-shirts, mugs, coasters, a dress. You know, she's done these designs and then you can order them. So if you follow her Instagram, there's a picture of both my parents wearing a t-shirt with the panda that Helen drew on it on YouTube. It is so cute. I have to say, my parents look very cute in their panda t-shirts. So, right, there we go. I think I'm done. Even though that's come out a little bit grey because the ink that I had on there is really starting to come through now. But it's okay. It's okay. I actually quite like it. It's just a little another different shade going on in there. Her Esther's 50 t-shirt. No. What, have you seen her? Has she got a panda t-shirt? Right, there we go. So I did promise I'd do one more. Oh no, not the 41. Yeah, no, that was that was one that I don't know where she got it from. No, Helen's done the the Zentangling that she's done. Hi, Christine. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's have a look at my little collection of colours. I'm just going to throw these in anywhere. I'm going to take those out. Just throw these in and see what happens. It's quite fun to do this sometimes. Oh, now, the other day I shoved too many in here and they got stuck. And I went to try and get it out and I managed to bend my nail back really quite far. It was really painful. So don't do that. Don't shove too many ink pads in a box. It can cause you pain. You see, I quite like those. That's a nice collection, isn't it? Possibly even with Rococo Rose again. But that's, you see, Rococo. Yeah, that's because those three I've already just used together, haven't I? But I'm then going to put the Just Jade and the... Oh yeah, because last time I used Coastal, didn't I? About a bit of cherry cobbler in there instead. Take that one out. Get another box of ink pads. Denise, it was because I was going away. I was trying to be really good and not pack too much. Because my poor husband is just like, what are you taking? Oh, that's quite a nice collection, actually. Ever since Esther's birthday, I feel part of the family. Ah, that's lovely, Diane. Right. Okay, so this one I was going to do start in the middle, radiate out, wasn't I? Okay, let's do that. Okay, I think I used Bumblebee last time for the Great Big Vine one, but I'll do that again because it works so well. Anyone got tips for soft nails post-menopause? Oh, isn't it you supposed to... what are you meant to eat for strong nails? Is it things like vitamin A? What's the... And make sure you're calcium. Make sure you're taking enough calcium. That's often a problem for postmenopausal women, isn't it? That's why we tend to get things like... Oh, and is it glucosamine? Oh, wow, 40 years, Marcel. That's cool. Jelly, says Deborah. Do you mean... Oh, gelatin. Oh, hi, Sheila. Sheila was lurking. Have I ever used sprinkles with a brayer as a background for a one-sheet wonder? I don't think I have, actually. Vanessa. I think I'll need to call you and for you to explain to me what you mean by that. So I will try and do that in the next few weeks. Oh, jelly chunks. Ah. Oh, protein for calcium and for nails and hair. Oh, there we go. Marcel knows. I still think calcium is important though, because I think more and more women are getting osteoporosis because they're not looking after their bones because they're... Oh dear, I just knocked something over. I think a lot of girls drink too much fizzy pop, and so you end up with high acidity in your blood, and it takes the what's it called, calcium out of your bones to balance the blood, and then you end up with brittler bones. Don't trust me, look it up. D3, vitamin D3. Yes, I should put disclaimers on my videos. None of the content is meant as medical advice. Please seek advice from your own healthcare practitioner. The opinions expressed are merely opinions. Oh, I love eating raw jelly. Oh, that's interesting. So thyroid. Right, so this is now cinnamon cider. More tea with milk and less pop. Yes. Mum always tells me to drink more water. I don't like plain water. Or just pop a little bit of, I don't know, lemon or something in it. Just... or, I don't know, a little bit of fruit squash. Or... oh, I like that. Now I might just add a bit of this feather, but I'm going to stamp it off because I don't want it to be too dark. Oh, so pretty. And you probably can't see the detail of this feather, but it's so, so pretty. You've never had cinnamon cider. We were talking about this before, whether or not it's an actual thing. I've had in a cafe near here, I had hot spiced apple once. This was many years ago. And then I realised that I could just make it myself at home. And for quite a few years, I do it for my friends, you know, like around Christmas time. You just get apple cordial, but it's got to be, not cordial, it's got to be proper concentrated apple juice. So you need to go to like a health food shop type place to get it. And it's concentrated apple. And you just put a bit in your mug and you put hot water. But I would then put either a cinnamon stick and some cloves and, you know, some spices in it. And it's just hot apple. So I guess a cider would be really similar to that. So, yeah, mulled wine. So it's like, yeah, it's like a mulled apple though. Okay, I'm just going to put a few of these bits of texture in. So these bits of texture almost act like leaves where there aren't any leaves, if that makes sense. It just helps to fill in a gap. So don't be afraid of these little textury things because they just help to fill in some of these white spaces that can look a little bit scary. Oh, my mulled wine. Sorry, I've misread Christine Morgan. My mulled wine. Oh yes, it's not alcoholic actually. I do 1 carton of orange juice, 1 carton of apple juice, and 1 carton of cranberry. And then I put cinnamon powder or mixed spice, and sometimes I'll pop cloves in just to make it look pretty. Heat it all up. That's lush. So I'm using the Rococo Rose just to try and colour in some of the cherry cobbler flowers. Gingerbread latte, yum. Yeah, you can get those syrups. Is it the Monin? What they called? I don't know how to pronounce them. The syrups that they use in places like Costa or whatever. You can just buy them yourself to put in your coffees to make them taste expensive. Oh my word, Vanessa, you and your snake stories. A guy was sitting in his lounge, heard a crash, and 2 pythons fell through his ceiling and landed. Oh my gosh, so freaky. What are you putting on the image? Rococo Rose on cherry cobbler. Hi, Ali. Yeah, whenever that happens, Ali B. So, it might be a few weeks yet. Right, so the final colour I haven't used is Pear Pizzazz. I'm wondering whether to go in with some dear me, I wanted to get paint on there. With some script. I know, Vanessa, you really should give us a warning that you're going to tell us stories like that. Freak me out. Oh, okay, that is true. Pythons, they're squeezers, aren't they? But cobras. Actually, Vanessa, did you just share a picture of a snake on your Facebook? I'm sure I just saw that today. Right. No, I'm just going to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, Vanessa. Ooh. 16-foot long python. Just putting a little bit extra of the Pear Pizzazz in through the design because I've introduced this bit of Pear Pizzazz now and I think it just needs a little bit extra. Dawn, were you meant to say 16 foot, get in the willies? This one sheet wonder's looking like a visual representation of your mulled wine, yeah. Orange, apple, cranberry and spices. You know what? That is so freaky. You're right. You're so right, yes. It does, doesn't it? Okay, the last thing that I think needs to go on is a little bit of stenciling, and I'm going to go in with cherry cobbler. Oh, Melanie. Oh, I'm not even going to read that out. If someone... Oh, my life. Is that just that's got to be a, what's it called, a urban legend? You hear of these urban legends. I know somebody who said that blah blah blah. That's got to be an urban legend. Unless you actually know somebody who that happened to. You just heard it on the radio, you don't know if it was true. Okay, so it might not be true, everybody. Just saying. Yeah, let's just call that one an urban myth before we all start having panic attacks. Right, I think I'm nearly done. Let's change the subject, everybody. Right, there we go. Oh, no! I just dropped the ink pad. Oh, good, it didn't fall on the floor. The wrong way up. Right, yes, love the use of the stencil, says Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Right, oh, I've got pink everywhere. This always happens. Right, let's just go over the colours then, everybody. I do love Cherry Cobbler, and Merry Mallow with Rococo Rose is just gorgeous. I love that combination. But anyway, this has worked out really well. So Cherry Cobbler, Rococo Rose, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee and Pear Pizzazz. I wonder what that would taste like. Cherries with rose, cinnamon and apple, honey and pear. Oh, that could make quite a nice dish, mightn't it? Right, anyway, so that's going with the cross design. Then the previous one was going with oh, I don't know which way around it goes now. No, this way around. That's going with a all over design. Well, when I say all over design, that's what I started out doing. Yeah. And this one was going with designs coming from the top and the bottom, sort of coming up. And then this one, I did the X design, but actually you could have done it by doing like starting off with the clumps. But anyway, the idea was that you just get some colour down. So the first colours that I started with that one was light colours, so that you just made a mark and you got on with it. So, oh, what was that? What did Christine just say? Oh, wonderful! Thank you for letting us know that, Christine. That's wonderful news. Praise God. We'll keep praying for him though. The first one's your favourite. Okay, so. Yes, the purple feather is quite fun, isn't it? So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. So mainly all using Tasteful Touches, and then just a little bit of an addition with Very Versailles. But I think definitely these are such good value, and you can, your husband's never going to know if you slip those into the pages of a book. If you needed to sneak those on a holiday. So there we go. The clumps sound like the neighbours' Flintstones. Oh, thanks. Yes, please do watch on the replay. Also, remember, if you want to rewatch things, create your own playlists. I mean, I do try and put these in my playlist, but do that. Also, remember, if you want to share any pictures of things that you've made that you've enjoyed, sorry, oh, I can't get my words out. If you've made something that's been inspired by something you've seen on my channel, please join Artful Stampin Space. It's my group. It's international. You don't have to be a demonstrator. You don't even have to do it with Stampin' Up products. It's just being inspired by my techniques, and then you can just, you know, share pictures of what you like doing, and it's just a great way to kind of encourage each other. So I need the flowers. Oh, you like them in the order that I did them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Oh, thank you, Serene. Oh, right, let me just quickly go and grab a card that I got sent today. I'm just going to double check it's not on my desk. No, it's not on my desk. Just bear with. I'm just going to see if I can find it. So it's from, ooh, I can't read that writing. Onka? Anyway, it's this lovely card, and she's written me this beautiful message. It's from Belgium. So if you sent this to me, I'm trying to just decipher your handwriting. It's beautiful handwriting, but it's very scripty. So she's talking about how much she likes my videos and things. And oh, Rose, so she's on YouTube. I think she's Rose Kiwi. Oh, Rose Kiwi. Oh, there we go. When you save the video, it pops up and you can create a folder to put in videos you want to save. Yes, you can. Yes. Yes, you can. Gian, isn't it? I ordered a jelly plate today. Oh dear. Oh yes, and Christy. Oh, Christy Maguire's done one. Wow, that's quite outside. That's unusual for her. I'm going to have to check that one out. Vanessa has fairies, fairies and more fairies. Yes. I've made a Ruth and Esther folder to keep your videos on YouTube. Oh, brilliant. I love it. Right, so I do have a One Sheet Wonder playlist, and if you ever forget how to find me, please go to onesheetwonder.co.uk and I am there. It's a direct link to my One Sheet Wonder playlist. So if you forget how to find me, just go to onesheetwonder.co.uk. Okay, any other questions? Loved watching this morning. Thanks, Kerry. Take care. Anyway, isn't this a beautiful card? I love this. And I think I recognise most of the stamps. That's from the Posies kit, which is, I think it's not in the clearance rack anymore. One of my customers bought it recently. Yeah, so that's gone. But that is the Lots. Is it Oh So Lovely? Lots of Lovely. What's it called? Oh, Lovely You. That's from Lovely You. Those leaves are from Daisy Lane. That is To a Wild Rose. And I think that leaf goes with that from that Posies kit. But that centre is from To a Wild Rose. It's just lovely. So there we go. Yeah, and if anyone wants to send me their creations, I'm quite happy to receive them. And I'm happy to send them out. When you become a customer of mine, I send you handmade cards, and also you get a voucher as well. If you use the host code, you get a voucher the following month. So I'm about to work through all my August customers and send you guys your cards and vouchers. And I also make an exclusive video if you're a customer, a supporter. So when I say a supporter, that means if you've PayPal'd me, just PayPal donated, or if you super chat me, I also do. You, just message me, Ali, and I'll send it to you. Actually, to be honest, my address is on artfulstampin.co.uk under contact, because by law I have to put my postal address somewhere. So if you go to artfulstampin.co.uk and click on contact, it will be there. Okay. So, right, there we go. Did I? That's good, Wendy. Right, good night all. Lovely to see you all. And I don't know when I'm going to see you next. I've got a class. I've got a Zoom class with some of you. My time, Friday at 10 o'clock in the evening, night. So then I will start opening up slots for my next Zoom class. But I'm anticipating having a bit of a busy September, because I'm going to start settling my daughter into having homeschooling, home education. So well, I'm just trying to sort out what her syllabus, you know, what she's going to be doing basically, and trying to get her settled into that. So that's going to be fun, but we'll be good. Yeah, I know, mega one sheet wonder session. You're welcome, everybody. Take care for now. Bye.